Let me just remind you that I said for years, something like, off the top of my head, socialists, anarchists, Islamists, I think I also threw a communist in there, will work together to destabilize Israel and Europe. It will spread to America, and the plan is to collapse the Western world. Sounds crazy. Let's go to the timeline of the last few months. Let's start in December 2024, December last year. This 20-something guy allegedly gunned down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, Midtown Manhattan. The killer's manifesto raged against the healthcare industry, and left-wing voices treated him like some heroic Robin Hood. According to a disturbing Emerson College poll among people between 18 and 29 years old, 41% said killing the healthcare CEO was either acceptable or somewhat acceptable. 41%. On January 27th, by the way, would we say he was a socialist or an anarchist? January 27th, let's go here. January 27th, 2025, a man carrying a Molotov cocktail or two was arrested near the U.S. Capitol, allegedly saying he planned to kill Trump-appointed Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, Defense Secretary Hegseth, and House Speaker Mike Johnson. Then we have, in February, we have the Tesla takedown. These are attacks on the vehicles and the dealerships all across, and it all started picking up traction. In March, a self-described queer scientist was arrested for allegedly firebombing the New Mexico Republican Party headquarters in Albuquerque. Graffiti that read ICE equals KKK was found on the outside of the burned building. Then we go to April 2025. We go to Pennsylvania. The governor there, Josh Shapiro, his official residence was firebombed on Passover night. The suspect allegedly set the governor's mansion on fire because of what Shapiro, who is Jewish, quote, wants to do to the Palestinian people, end quote. In May, it was the murder of two young Israeli embassy staffers who were gunned down outside the capital of the Jewish Museum there in Washington, D.C. The alleged killer is a 31-year-old man who allegedly shouted, "Free, free Palestine." And while being arrested, he told police he did it for Gaza. The suspect used to be a part of the Party for Socialism and Liberation, but the group claims we haven't seen him since 2017. Then we go to June. An illegal immigrant in, where is that? Here it is. An illegal immigrant from Egypt allegedly firebombed a peaceful Jewish protest in Boulder, Colorado. 8 victims were hospitalized. One of them was an 82-year-old woman. She survived the Holocaust but died of her injuries weeks later in this incident. Also in June, a pro-Palestinian activist was arrested for allegedly torching 11 vehicles in New York. June was also the month when the mobs of anti-ICE rioters unleashed their fury on the streets of Los Angeles. They smashed law enforcement vehicles with rocks, threw rocks at policemen, just keeping things mostly peaceful. Naturally, the U.S. House Democrats unanimously voted against condemning those riots in L.A. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said, quote, "We will not be lectured by extreme MAGA Republicans about questions of law and order." Then in July 7th, man shoots some officers. Rioters tried to burn down another ICE facility, assaulting police officers until the riots were broken up with tear gas and arrests. Graffiti on the side outside of the facility reads, "Kill your masters." Socialist, anarchist, Islamist. Finally, July 7th, a Michigan man opened fire on a border facility in McAllen, Texas. 2 police officers and an agent were wounded and hospitalized. U.S. Border Patrol agents returned fire, killing the subject. Sorry, said last one. It's this one, July 11th. We have more anti-ICE chaos. It erupted during a raid on a cannabis farm in Ventura, California. Activists again assaulted ICE officers and vehicles, with one protester appearing to fire shots at federal agents. All of this since December. I know that may seem like a long, long time ago, but it wasn't. We're talking the last 8 months. Murder, attempted murder, arson, vandalism, total chaos, terrorism. This is the very definition of terrorism. Socialists, anarchists, and Islamists will work together to destabilize Israel and Europe. It will spread to America, and their plan is to collapse the Western world. Wow, seems right.